And good morning. Time to wake up, get out. All you hunters out there, go get in a tree or whatever it is you do out there. 56 degrees. What will you be killing today, JC?
You gonna put them boots on when we get home?
No.
Hey, good morning, I'm J.P. Cooper. Thank y'all for getting up with us on a good-looking Wednesday morning. As Gloria just told you, this is Athens in the AM. Frank's in there on the phone. It's already ringing off the hook this morning. Got a great program lined up. Tom joined us. Roy is back in action today. And Judge Don Mansell in here. At one point, Don, roll tide.
Roll tide.
I'm telling Don I've had a shirt on like that every day. It's good to see Don on friendly terms now since, you know,
since we both lost the probate judging race.
Yeah, I lost real early. Forced out. But that election was last night. We'll tell you all about it. Congratulations to Chris Seibert here winning the city council race in Athens. Mayor Don Kyle returns down in Decatur, and then I think Don Hall won the Hartsville. And I'll go over that. We'll do a little bit of news in just a moment. A lot of stuff going on this morning. We'll talk about that later on. We'll talk with Don's got some special guests coming in town. We're going to talk a lot of Roll Tide football. Roy's going to try to get us healthy. I take both of these products each and every day. That's why y'all see me, and I look so good each and every day and able to move around.
That's right.
If I could only lose 10 pounds or more and take diet or diet every day, I'd be much better off. But hey, let's get it cranking. Gloria told you it ain't that freezing type weather we got. That may return here in another week or two. Beautiful weather rest of the week. I don't even think there's any rain, is it?
No, we don't have to worry about any rain. 56 degrees out there right now. Actually, it's going to be a wonderful day today, hopefully anyway, and you actually see some sunshine, no rain to worry about, but chances of rain do return come Friday. High temperatures today around 70. Your high for tomorrow, 69, 48 for your low. Again, just 10% chance of those showers, but it looks like Friday, 20%, and then carried on into possibly Sunday and Monday. But beautiful. Look at the weekend. Going to be absolutely gorgeous with, of course, temperatures in the 50s, so we like that. 230-4988 does get Frank this morning.
Roll Tide again, boy. I like having these Bama people up here. Roy, we play y'all next week up in Knoxville. That could be a troublesome thing for us.
No, not really.
Oh.
We're going to talk more about it later. But you're going to Missouri.
I am.
How long a trip is that?
It's about 8-9 hours in the car. You can't fly there. You got to go around the world. It's $1,000 just
Their
about.
starting center will not play. Their starting quarterback will not play. They might well just go ahead and give us about 100 points right off the bat, right, Tom?
That's right.
I don't know. We'll talk more about this when Johnny Lee gets here, too, because y'all know our minister, Johnny Lee Dees, played ball down in Auburn back in the Sugar Jordan days in the early 70s. But Auburn, pitiful. As Jed Clampett would say, pitiful.
Bad year.
But we'll talk about football later on this morning. So anything else going on, Roy, I need to know about in your world?
No, just thankful.
How'd Seth's thing go last night?
It went great. He had 18 people show up, and he's teaching them how to lose weight systematically, and he'll be glad to show anybody how. And I mean, for $30, you just can't beat that.
And that's a one-time fee. It's not every time you go in there, I believe, too.
One time.
I also want to remind you, every Wednesday down at Herbs and More, you get 10% off. You just mention anything about the program. So just go by Herbs and More right there, 10% off every Wednesday. Mention Cooper and Company. Right there you go. I know you don't have Lawler's up behind me this morning. I haven't got their commercial done yet, so I'm trying to give them a plug. So Lawler's got locations all over.
There you go.
All right, Don, could we be playing much better football? And we'll talk more about that in just a minute.
I don't see how right now. You know, every week, you know, a few little things happen, and the next week they're all corrected. And
you know what my complaint is? We don't play. I mean, we haven't. It's like we haven't played in a month. And I'm kind of getting here. Season's half over. Dang.
You can be crying.
maybe it'll be like that the rest of the year.
Hey, you still, city judge, you ever give people tickets or fine them for running red lights and stuff like that?
Oh, sure.
Is that a problem?
It's a problem, and the problem is that they're hard to catch. Generally, you know, they don't do that when there's a marked police car sitting around.
Well, what I wanted to tell y'all is the red light, the traffic light, celebrates 100, that's the first one right there, 100 years old, right there. 100th anniversary of the invention of the traffic light. Salt Lake City policemen marked the invention last week by unveiling a replica of the signal light that he devised. He was troubled by congestion and dangerous traffic at Main Street intersections in Salt Lake City, Utah. It was manually operated with a police officer standing next to the signal mounted on a 10-foot pole. And he would change the signal. Don, you probably already knew this, smart as you are. during peak time.
He was there.
Yeah, I knew that.
The police, Frank said it was real nice. He said it's kind of like that roundabout.
That roundabout that he studied.
When they opened the roundabout, Frank said it's roundabout for 20 minutes figuring out how to work it. Well, Frank said that first traffic light came out 100 years ago. He didn't know what in the world to think.
I was the one pushing the button.
Frank was pushing the button. The traffic light and then the patent on it was installed in 1914. But that's when it first came up. Now y'all have learned something here on the program.
Now your day is complete.
Yeah.
How
We
about
got to
that?
learn at least one thing every time we come
Yeah,
on.
you got to learn a couple of things. So we'll be talking about
Lately,
they've
they've been learning a lot, Tom.
now the reason you're up here, we're going to talk more about me, but Eli Gold's coming, and we're going
He
to talk
is.
about how
Right.
people can come and hear the great ones
Right.
speak like that. So, all right, y'all ever watch James Bond movies?
Yes.
Celebrating 50 years since the first James Bond movie came out. What was the name of the first one, Roy?
Don't know.
1962.
Don't know either.
Well, you got keen
Goldfinger.
eyesight, you can probably read it right there.
It was
Dr.
called
No. Who was the first James Bond?
Sean Connery.
Very good. Now, he didn't do them all, you know. There was one guy named George Lazenby that did it. And then Sean Connery came again, then Roger Moore did a bunch, and then he came back. So anyway, I just want sure you knew. They've done 22 official Bond films. They're now available in a Blu-ray anniversary set called Bond 50, costing $2,000.
Goodness.
I don't know why. I just made that.
I doubt it, Steve.
I just kind of made that part up. But saw you down Beam Day this past
You did?
Saturday.
Yep.
How long everybody is. We're going to finish out a little bit of that video and go to the Fiddlers Convention too, which Frank said had a pretty good crowd Friday night, an outstanding crowd, and the next day, you know.
It was good, but not as good.
I want to get back to talking about this in news, but y'all heard about that 18-year-old that was shot and killed down at the University of South Alabama campus over the weekend? Good. You heard about that?
I
Good.
did. I don't know anything about it other
Well, I'm
than.
going to tell you, and then I got a question for you.
Okay.
It's in the paper this morning that what happened, the kid was just a good looking, never been in trouble, was a wrestler for a high school team, and he started running around naked around the campus Friday or Saturday night, and anyway, he got in a wrestling stance and almost attacked a police officer. Police officer pulls his gun and kills him. They're saying in the
He'd
paper
attacked
that-
a few other people as well. So
Yeah, but
attacked the police officer.
just abnormal for a kid to just do this. Said that he had gotten some LSD at a concert the night before and taken it and acted this way. They're saying in the paper, Don, this morning that the person who sold him that LSD can be charged with murder.
Yes. Oh, yeah. The actions are reasonably foreseeable that something crazy could happen because of that. And
So
they can
any
go
drug
back.
dealer could be charged
Well,
with murder
sure,
if there's-
you know, if-
What if it was just a friend of his that gave it to him?
It'd be the same
still
thing.
They can charge them a murder?
Oh, yeah. Same thing. It'd be like in effect, it'd be like giving a 10-year-old keys to your car and telling them to go right around and they run over somebody. You know, that's stupid and everybody knows it's stupid, so they shouldn't, they should be responsible for what happened as a result.
endangerment
I
of a
just thought
child.
that while you're up there, I wanted to get you being a judge and everything.
We don't have
not
many,
a probate judge, but good.
we don't have many murder cases coming to city court, but that's,
Yeah, I bet you don't.
but I have, of course,
I bet you get a lot of people from Lindsay Lane Highway over here because every time we go down by there, they got like 5 stopped every morning. That's like a peak time.
At least.
Back to the traffic light real quick. I had a lady run her red light on the way to, I was on the way to court. She ran a red light and pulled in court in front of me. And she came in there with her daughter.
Begging for mercy?
Well, she
You weren't
wanted
even about that.
She wanted her daughter to go to driving school, and I said, "Yeah, you need to go too." And she said, "Why?" And I said, "You ran a red light and almost hit me." She said, "I don't remember running but one on the way over here." I said, "Yep, that was it."
All right,
Did you send her to school? You did?
Yeah.
Let me do a Dear Jamie right quick, and I'll go to a little bit of video and come back and do the news in just a moment. Then we'll cut everybody loose over here with what they got to say here.
Uh-oh.
Y'all tell me how y'all answer this. My best friend and I do everything together. It's coming from a lady. I love her. So when she showed up at the gym in booty shorts, I didn't say a word, even though they don't flatter her one bit, Roy. Heck, there's a mirror on every wall, so she must have liked what she saw. It's none of my business. Well, she wore them again to a sporting event at the school. My husband accused me of being a bad friend for not telling her that her rear view was getting the wrong kind of attention. Some other parents in the bleachers were snickering. I guess if the situation were reversed, I'd want my best friend to give me a hint, but I'm not exactly sure what to do. Do I keep my mouth shut and let her continue to be embarrassed, thinking she looks good with her butt cheeks, hanging out of the back?
Okay, wait a minute. Her best friend is a man?
No, her best friend's a woman.
Oh, tell her.
Showing up with booty. Okay, you're different. How
Tell
many
her.
of y'all, any of y'all watch ESPN? I do.
Jamie's favorite commercial.
Have y'all seen the commercial at the fair with the two young girls with the boots on and short shorts and they're doing barbecue?
Barbecue and hamburgers.
So what is it
Oh, you've
for?
seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And then they feed it to each other and the two old dumb boys are standing over there like,
Finally
And
videotaped
they're
it.
filming
then
or
they
taking
finally get their cameras out. That's a good commercial. But it's something like that, but not quite like that because this girl evidently is overweight.
Her butt didn't look like that in the...
No.
Sure.
And, you know...
Tell them. If that's your best friend,
But
you
some
should be
people
able to
think
tell them.
maybe they need to get them more product, Troy. What do you think?
I'd take a picture of her and show it to her and say, do you know what you look like?
You should be able to talk to your best friend.
Well, if your best friends do that.
Yeah.
Do you have a pill for that?
No, I
True
don't.
friends.
Vitamin.
Have
Or
a
vitamin?
All right.
True ones.
Oh, one other thing before I go to a little bit of video, then I'll come back with the news this morning. This morning, my wife asked me a question in the bathroom. We're all both getting ready.
Okay, enough.
Never been asked this for her before. I didn't really have time to, no. I was already dressed, had my makeup on.
Oh, dream on.
She said, you got a comb?
Stupid question, I know.
Yeah, you got a comb.
And it was not that she wanted to borrow your comb.
Yeah, she said, have you got a comb?
How about using
Do
it?
you realize what you just asked me? Have you got a comb?
I know you have
And-
one.
and
but
what did you
when's the
answer?
last time you used
My answer
one?
was, Don, I said, I can't you believe you're asking me this? All right, anyway, I want to
But
go.
speaking of who you saw yesterday, you need to show the
Oh,
photo.
yeah, I was
from
down
Birmingham.
at
Birmingham.
UAB down there all day yesterday. Back home, couldn't get off the 10th floor. Got to say, well, Mr. and Mrs. Jim Johnson. That's them right there from Priceville, Alabama. That's me in the middle.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, he's got Jim Johnson Real Estate over in Decatur right there. Yeah, I hung out with them for a couple. I hung out with anybody I could possibly talk to yesterday. I was down there for 4 hours in the waiting room.
They kept you entertained.
I actually learned how to operate my phone a little bit. All right, I want to take a break, but first I'm going to go to some video from Bean Day, where Judge Mansell was also this past Friday.
Good
And we went over
crowd.
to the Fillers Convention. We'll show one of those songs. I'll come back with the news in just a moment. Y'all, hang on.
Well, we just, whoever's underdog, we for the underdog.
That's a beautiful little.
How could we break the law in here today, Judge?
Absolutely. I'm Jamie. I'm sure you can find a way. So if you got this beautiful grandbaby to take care of now,
He could find a way.
she is a doll, man.
You good? Yes, you are.
Sometimes I wonder.
Busy?
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide roll. We get the rest.
Who's taking who out for lunch today? Who's taking who out for lunch today?
The way it old grip a brick before I sleep. The girls on